You're reading the morning paper, and that one word just doesn't look right. Maybe the letters are fuzzier than usual, or maybe there's a dark patch right in the center of the page. You blink. It's still there. Is it just eye strain? Or could it be something more serious? This is how macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of permanent vision loss in seniors, often begins quietly, subtly, and without pain. In today's video, I am walking you through the 3 early warning signs of macular degeneration that seniors must not overlook, even if your last eye exam was clear. These signs may seem small, but they speak volumes. Before I dive in, take a second to hit the like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health, your reliable channel for science-backed, senior-focused health tips made simple. Now, let's break down the wavy line effect, one of the most common early signs of macular degeneration that seniors often mistake for tired eyes or old glasses.
Sign number 1. Blurry or distorted central vision, especially when reading. Most people think needing brighter light or holding a book a little farther away is just a normal part of aging. But for seniors over 60, this subtle shift in vision, especially in the center, could be the first quiet warning sign of something far more serious: macular degeneration. It often starts small. You're reading the newspaper and notice a few words look fuzzy, even with your glasses on. Straight lines on a crossword puzzle might seem slightly bent. A face on the TV screen suddenly looks softer or just a bit off-center. It's easy to dismiss. Maybe you think your glasses need cleaning or you just need a stronger prescription. But these small distortions are often the earliest sign that the macula, the part of your retina responsible for sharp central vision, is beginning to deteriorate. According to Harvard Health, macular degeneration can cause blurring and distortion right in the center of your vision, often long before total vision loss occurs. But because the process is gradual and painless, many seniors miss it until it's already progressed. Now, here's what many older adults don't realize. When the brain starts compensating for that missing or blurry detail, you may unconsciously shift how you read, walk, or even recognize people, which can lead to visual confusion, increased eye strain, and missteps in daily life. Eleanor, a 71-year-old retired librarian, she was known for being sharp, organized, and never missing a day of her morning Sudoku. But one morning, she looked at her wall calendar and noticed something strange. The number 8 looked like it was bending. She thought the paper was folded, but it wasn't. She shrugged it off until the next day when the letters on her cereal box packaging looked like they were curling inward. That's when she decided to book an eye exam. The diagnosis? Early stage dry macular degeneration. Luckily, because she caught it early, her doctor was able to start her on a prevention plan, including AREDS2-based eye supplements, lifestyle adjustments, and weekly at-home monitoring. Here's what eye doctors recommend if you're noticing similar signs. Ask for a quick Emsler grid test at your next checkup, or keep one on your fridge and use it once a week. Check for wavy or broken lines in the center of your field of vision. Don't assume new blur means you just need stronger lenses. It could be retinal damage, not refraction. And most importantly, don't delay. As Dr. Emily Chu, Director of the Division of Epidemiology and Clinical Applications at the National Eye Institute says,
Macular degeneration can progress silently for years, says Dr. Emily Chu, Director of the Division of Epidemiology and Clinical Applications at the National Eye Institute.
But when we catch it early, we can often slow its progression and protect vision for longer. Seen a change in your central vision recently? Had to hold things at weird angles to see them clearly? Share your story in the comments. Someone else might be going through the same thing. Coming up next, we'll talk about a vision problem seniors often confuse with aging night vision, but it's actually another early AMD red flag that shows up in dim lighting.
Sign number 2. Difficulty seeing in low light or glare. Ever walk into a dim room and feel like your eyes are taking forever to catch up? That momentary pause when your vision feels stuck in shadow or overwhelmed by sudden brightness is more than just a nuisance. For many seniors, it's an early, overlooked warning sign of macular degeneration. Unlike normal aging, where vision changes gradually, early macular degeneration can delay your eye's ability to adapt to different lighting conditions. The result? You may find yourself groping visually in familiar environments, especially during sunrise and sunset, or when walking between indoor and outdoor spaces. According to the National Institute on Aging, this slowdown is linked to subtle damage in the macula, where your cone cells, which help you adjust to light, begin to malfunction. This isn't about seeing blurry letters. It's about the brain receiving incomplete or delayed information from the retina, which makes environments feel harder to read. My friend Carlos, a 69-year-old retired engineer, he started turning on every light in the hallway before going to bed, even though he used to walk through in the dark just fine. He thought maybe he was just being overly cautious, until one day at his niece's wedding, the flickering lights on the dance floor completely threw him off. It was like my eyes couldn't keep up. Everyone else was laughing. I was frozen, trying to figure out where to step. His eye exam revealed early-stage AMD, even though his reading vision was still sharp. What Carlos experienced is part of what specialists call delayed dark adaptation. According to a 2017 study in JAMA Ophthalmology, this delayed response is one of the most reliable early markers of age-related macular degeneration, often detectable before any central vision loss appears. Early signs of slowed adaptation can include needing extra time to adjust when entering a dimly lit room, feeling blinded longer than usual after camera flashes or car headlights, reaching for light switches in areas you used to navigate without trouble, difficulty stepping into shaded patios or porches during daylight. What to do? Ask your optometrist about a dark adaptation test, especially if you've noticed changes like these. This test checks how quickly your eyes recover from bright light exposure, and it's one of the most powerful tools for catching AMD early. Also, use motion sensor lights in transition areas like hallways and entryways. Use warm-tone LED bulbs to reduce eye strain and glare. Wear amber-tinted lenses when going from bright to dim areas outdoors. Finally, the third sign often goes completely unnoticed because your brain fills in the missing details for you. But once you see it, you can't unsee it, and by then, your retina might already be in trouble.
Sign number 3. Missing or blank spots in central vision. Let me tell you about Sharon, 74, a retired piano teacher, who always prided herself on noticing the little details, reading sheet music, threading needles, recognizing faces across the room. But lately, something has changed. She found herself missing a word or two while reading the newspaper, like the ink just wasn't there. One morning, she was spreading jam on toast and suddenly realized she couldn't see the knife's tip. It was as if a small shadow had swallowed that part of her vision. It wasn't blurry, she told her doctor. It was gone. The reason? Sharon was developing a central scotoma, a blank spot in her central vision, caused by macular degeneration. The scariest part? She hadn't noticed it sooner because her brain had been compensating, quietly filling in the missing information using surrounding visual clues. How it works? When macular degeneration progresses, parts of the macula, which is responsible for sharp central vision, begin to break down. As cells in the macula stop functioning, blind spots can form in the center of your vision. But here's what's surprising. Your brain often covers for these blind spots at first. It uses patterns, memory, and peripheral vision to guess what should be there. That's why many seniors don't notice this warning sign until it becomes too large to ignore. According to the American Macular Degeneration Foundation, central vision loss is one of the most defining symptoms of AMD. But many patients fail to recognize it early due to the brain's incredible visual compensation mechanisms. What to watch for? Missing words or letters when reading. A dark or gray spot in the center of your vision. Difficulty recognizing faces, especially eyes or mouths. Needing to look slightly to the side of something to see it clearly. Inability to see fine detail in the center, even with glasses. What you can do now? Use an Amsler grid weekly to monitor changes in your central vision. Your eye doctor can provide one. Report any holes, shadows, or missing detail in your vision to your doctor immediately. Ask your ophthalmologist about OCT scans or fundus photography to check macular health. Noticing a missing spot when reading or looking at someone's face? Drop the word "focus" in the comments. Your story could help another senior recognize a silent sign of macular degeneration before it's too late.
Let's take a moment to recap the 3 critical early warning signs of macular degeneration that every senior should watch for. Blurry or distorted central vision, slower adaptation to dim lighting or glare, missing or blank spots in your central vision. These symptoms might seem subtle, but they're your eye's way of asking for help. And the earlier you spot them, the more options you have to slow vision loss and protect your independence. The best part? You don't need surgery, injections, or expensive treatments to start making a difference. Small steps like regular eye exams, contrast tests, macula-friendly nutrition, and simple lighting changes can dramatically reduce your risk of progression. Was this video helpful? Tap like and subscribe to Golden Aging Health for more doctor-backed tips to help you stay independent, informed, and thriving after 60. Know someone who's been squinting a little more lately? Share this video. You could help them catch the early signs of macular degeneration before it turns serious. Want more proven eye health strategies? Check out our Senior Eye Health playlist linked in the description. It's packed with practical, expert-approved advice you can use right away. Thanks for watching. Take care of your eyes, and we'll see you in the next video.